Here's the first installment of my iPod videos, and the first I'm going to show you is just how I set up all my stuff. Now first I have a little thing in the corner that says my name and Ivana's, and I have my battery meter, and I have a slider. So here we are. This is my iPod, as you guys all know. It goes like that. It has different themes, and I'm just going to show you how to set this up first. Now to set this up, what you first want to do is, well, jailbreak your iDevice. So go to General, and we're going to figure out what firmware you're on. Now most people update their iPods a lot. Now I'm on version 4.3.3, and you're just gonna have to Google how to jailbreak 4.3.3, which is really easy because there's things like jailbreakme.com and other stuff. Watch, I'll show you what jailbreakme.com is. If I'm sure it's still working, it just depends the firmware that you're on. So I'm gonna go to Safari. I'm gonna type in jailbreakme.com. Let's see, I have to turn on internet first. That's also SB settings. So if you go here, it heads you all this information and stuff and all this crap that you need to know or not need to know. You don't have to read any of this. But what it does is it installs Cydia, and that's the app that you want to get. It's the app that gets you all this shit. So what you do is hit free, and then you hit install, and then it'll install it on your device depending on your firmware. But as you see, I already have Cydia on my device. So I'm going to show you tweaks, different things that I like to do, how to make themes, how to open up your iPod on your computer, how to make it look cool, and all that kind of stuff. But first what you're going to have to do is get Cydia. Once you get Cydia, I can start and I can do all of the things that I need to do. Okay, so now that you've installed Cydia, you're going to see this little Cydia icon wherever it's at on your device. Maybe it'll install down here. It just goes on wherever your apps are. So you're going to have Wi-Fi on for this, and we're going to go to Cydia. I'm going to show you some different things and how Cydia kind of works. So Cydia takes a long time to load, and basically wait for this to stop. I never do, but it's really good to let it do that. The first time it's going to say, do you want to do, what are you? Are you a hacker, a developer, and all that stuff? I just put user, sometimes hacker. It lets you see different packages. Now we let it refresh. And when this goes away, just hit return to Cydia. And there we go. Return to Cydia, and here we are. Here we are at the Cydia homepage, and this is all it says. You can find them on Facebook, Twitter, that doesn't matter. Now, here's what the main thing is. When you first get this, and it's all fresh on your iPod, and you don't know what you're doing, there's a couple of things that I want you to do just for your own good. So we want to go to Manage. When you go to Manage, you'll see Packages, Sources, and Storage. We want to go to Sources. On Sources, you'll see a bunch of random things on here, and you won't know what any of them are, right? So we're going to go hit this little thing up here. It says Edit. You'll have these little on and off switches, and then we're going to go to Add. And now we can add a source. Now the source that I want to add, which I'll have in the video description, all the sources that I use myself, and how to do that is you just enter them here. Let's see, like, let's do Haculo, even though I have it. So Cydia, so it's this. So this is how this thing works. Cydia.haculo.us, and then you click Add Source, and then it verifies the URLs, and it says Source Warning, Add Anyways. And I already have this source, so it's updating the same source that I already have. And I'll do this, and then after this it will refresh, and you'll be done, and you'll have that source. Now what sources let you do is, well, download packages, and certain sources let you download other packages. And a package is basically something you install on your device. That's why it's a package, because it unboxes it and installs. Now the different packages that I use will also be down in the video, but those are a bunch of tweaks and different stuff. So now that you have all those things installed, you're ready to actually be using what I use. now that you had all the sources that I told you to install, you might want to pause right here in the video and install all the sources that I have on the bottom description. On the bottom description, I'm going to have all the sources that you need to install to, well, do the things I need to do. So now that you have all of that, we're going to do something that's, well, installing something. So we're going to go to search, and you're going to go to the search bar, and now there's something that you need to do for you to use your iPod on your computer. Open it up and do all the things that I want you to do. Now you're going to look up for something called AFC 2 add. You're going to look up AFC 2 add, and it has the little Mac face. And you're going to hit install. It's not going to say modify. And I'll take you to another thing and it'll say install, like if you go to something else. See, it takes a long time to load, but let's see, if I go here, you click install, it's the same thing, I already have it, and it'll say confirm, and then you'll go through the black screen, and it may say to respring. Respring means like basically restart your iPod, like restart the stuff that's on top of it. So once you have that, we can go to the computer. Now, this is just all the setup stuff. You don't have to install all the stuff that I need to do. The only thing that you need to install for me is this one thing. And when you're done with that, you can just click out and you'll have your lame, boring iPod. I'll teach you the rest. So that was the startup video on how to get set up for the things that I need you to do.